living by vibrational frequency and a raised vibrational frequency, sorry, is taking the best from every moment. It's just whatever. Take the best, leave the rest. There are so many things that you can learn. There's so many opportunities. There's so many options for you, and to change perspectives, to change it to something that works for you instead of against you. And that is the alchemy of vibrational frequency. Of staying on a higher frequency is deciding to look at it in a way that serves you, and instead of in a way that takes from you or lowers you, so that you can't manifest, so that you can't become what you want to be, what your soul longs for, what your truth wants to convey to the world, to yourself. But just let the world around you speak to you. Let the divine speak to you. And in any moment, in any choice point, see what the moment is trying to teach, what the moment can teach you, what you want to take from the moment. Not what you want to sit in the moment, not how you want to be, how it's been. Make it something different. And but do it by taking the best from the situation. There's so many things that make up a moment, and then in any moment, just try to take the best, leave the rest. That's all it is. In everything. Don't let anything limit that truth. Don't let any other perspective, don't let any self limitations too, things that we have learned and been conditioned to have been under the guise of we don't we don't need to be that way anymore. We can choose the vibration we want to live on. And that's by trying to choose the best one out of all of them, or at least to put the best outlook on it, the best perspective. That's what changes the frequency. That's the energy alchemy of it. The transmutation of the energy is our actual thoughts, because of our connection to mind. So that was just something I wanted to share, because that's what I do. That's literally what I do. And so I just want to pop up and post about it, because this is how I've come to be. The things that I apply in my life to stay on a high vibration that are just already innately within me, that I accepted and embraced as a part of me. And it's starting to, be the example you want to be for the world. You don't have to prove to anyone. Just be yourself. Be true to yourself. Be yourself, and your light will shine on its own. And anything that you ever wanted to prove with ego will be proved if it needs to be, unless it's wrong. Unless it wasn't right, it was incorrect. Not wrong isn't bad. That's where that dualistic thinking, that's got to go out the window. That doesn't have any. That's what limits us. That's what limits our thinking and limits our perceptions of our untapped potential and true ability to be. And so, yeah, I don't know. Give ourselves grace, compassion. Remember that we can always learn something, and we can always do something different. Where there's always the opportunity, no matter what. That's why you have to give yourself grace and forgive yourself, is because if you're still alive, God, that means that you still have a chance to do something different. And that is a blessing in itself. It really is. That's why free will choice is so. That's why we have to come back to gratitude for having our own free will choice and sovereignty, and to be empowered in that way. And it will show others. Like I've been helping others, and I haven't even been meaning to. I have been, but by doing it myself, I knew that vibration would come out, and whoever I'm around automatically is affected by that energy, by that change, by that transmutation, by that alchemy, by that alchemical frequency, and that I anchor in, and I intentionally anchor in healing frequencies, and 5D consciousness frequencies. And I'm consciously aware of it all the time. I'm literally doing it all the time. I'm calling in my angels. I'm calling in my ancestors. I'm literally, when I'm talking to people, I call these energies in so that they can be affected too by these energies, not to manipulate, control them, but to help free them. Their higher energies sent only, and because these energies only respect free will. And if your soul decides that it doesn't want it, then it won't take it. But the ones that yearn for freedom, that yearn for sovereignty, are affected by these energies. And I intentionally anchor them into Mother Gaia and into my surroundings and into my being. so that others can experience freedom. And there's a myriad of ways to experience freedom from the things that we've been limited and trapped under. And it's beautiful actually to come to. And that's like the thing about it is the gratitude. Like we lost our gratitude. We've taken a lot for granted, and we haven't meant to. We haven't. We have to forgive ourselves and let it go so we can be grateful for the things that show up instead. And that's just the way that those are the universal laws. Those are the ways that the new earth will that's the only way the new earth is going to function, is through universal law. That's unity consciousness, fellow man, you know, compassion, grace, love, kindness, forgiveness, all the virtues, all the principalities. These are phylas of angels. There's 10 phylas of angels. Archangels are the Elohim, and then you've got the thrones, you've got the principalities, the virtues, the dominions, the carrions, um, the virtues, the principalities. There's 10 of them. I don't know if I can hit all 10, but yeah, bring them in, bring them in. They're anxious for us to let them in. And we have to, like, my biggest thing is I've had to try to remove my limitations of what my ego wants to believe how they should come into be. Like, I know they exist and I'm trying to manifest them in my reality, and I call them in, and I all the time, because I know they exist. I know that it's a thing. So even if I don't see it in the way that I feel that I need to, my ego needs to, because then I get disappointed, and then the energetic block shows up where I can't even do it anyway. So I've been learning how to let go completely, surrender completely. Trust is a frequency that we can attain. Well, then we should try and attain it for real. Like, it isn't just the thing, like the things that have the blocks that we have to remove to attain the trust and the faith and the surrender. And that's where gratitude comes in too. You become grateful that you can let go, and that you can release, and that you can be relieved of the things that you didn't even realize you were holding on to in the first place. You really don't. You find out you're the one holding on to it for some reason or another. This goes back ancestral lineages. This goes back, I mean, soul over soul. The DNA is comprised of all soul memory. And so it manifests in this current lifetime soul contracts, decided way, but it manifests through us. The energy manifests through us, where it comes in and where it goes out, like how we receive it, manifests through our own energetic reception of that energy out. And but it's not going to be in any predetermined way, like our minds would want us to think it's going to turn out like this, exactly like this one thing. No, energy actually manifests through your vessel when it comes at you, when you receive it, in a way that it could, whether if it's negative energy, that's sent to you and you receive it, you will manifest it in a negative way, but not in any intended way or any way that you could imagine. It will just manifest in the way that it does, through your soul, through your soul's knowledge, through your soul's wisdom. And which is a lot more than this one lifetime has in its memory capacity and its memory storage. Yeah, I'm full of hidden and ancient wisdom and knowledge that's innately within me, and it's beautiful. It's amazing. Don't get me wrong, I have my hard times, and that's what this journey is not for the faint of heart at all. It actually shows you how strong you are. If the devil didn't come and test you to see how strong you are, how else would you know? You'd just stay in your comfort zone, and you'd stay. That's what I did. Like, I stayed in my comfort, like I got comfortable. I'll get comfortable. And so I like being pushed out of my comfort zone or doing things out of my comfort zone, because how am I going to learn if I don't? Seriously, like, I won't progress toward those things unless I think outside the box, unless I let myself do things that I don't normally do. How else are you going to learn different ways? And you know, that's the curiosity of God within you, wanting to know itself through itself and its environment in the myriad of ways that it can. Myriad. I mean, that's what myriad doesn't even cover. Like kajabillion, I don't know. There's not even a number. It's infinite. There's an infinite amount of ways that you and your environment and your interactions and energetic interactions a myriad of ways that they can do that, that they can interact at any given moment in time. And so, yeah, giving it up, that's why surrender is so, you know, appeasing or appealing, not appeasing, appeasing too, appealing. Anyway, I haven't been on in a while, and Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde are now finally over. So I'm glad to post again. It's been a minute. And I'm going to keep posting. This is my life. I have to share my wisdom. And so, that's what I mean. This is a never ending, it's a soul expansion for God. And so the wisdom will keep coming. The wisdom is going, it's already within me to come out. That's the cool thing about it, is that this is already within me for it to be able to manifest out. Or it wouldn't be able to. That's the thing about it. It wouldn't be able to. I'm not just coming up with this shit. This shit's already there. So it's like, yes. Like, I'm coming back to me and my knowledge, and I'm ascending back to God and to knowing to who I am, and my energy, capability, and signature, and just power in itself. And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's hard, and it was meant to be hard. And that's like I said, it showed me how strong I could be, and I'm grateful for that. Every time, in hindsight, I'm always grateful. Mhm. But it doesn't mean I got this, doesn't mean there's not more to learn. Doesn't mean there's not more to go through. There's not more to heal, but I'm willing to face it. Somebody's got to, we got to. It's got to be done. Yeah. The pain can't stay in the past. It has to be resolved for new to come in. All right. That's my new. So.